Ruthless aggression.
Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. Those of you that are still up, because it's pretty late, later than I would have liked to start. In a perfect world it would be about 2 hours earlier, but there's lots of snow where I'm at. We had a bunch more and got busy doing that and making the thumbnail for tonight. However, not too many crazy changes, but a very important one, which we'll get right to there. The Bedrock Tortoise, as it pretty much always is for me, as many of you know, but if you don't, Arena Explorer, best of 3, basically Pioneer tonight. And I'm, well, hey, if you're going to have something else, anything else, because oftentimes, as it has been in the past, for the past few months, many months, a flexible spot, testing out cards. The spot that Bedrock Tortoise has taken up tonight has been just about anything and everything. But Bedrock Tortoise does solve quite a few issues. It's a pretty decently sized creature, at least toughness-wise, and then during combat, it assigns it equal to its toughness. In a sense, it's kind of like a 6/6 for 4, but during my turn, that is the main thing. During my turn, creatures you control have hexproof. You might not think that's super duper important, but oftentimes that is why I lose. With this deck, you want to put most stuff out, usually everything in your hand, with the namesake Ghalta. And sometimes it's just a Regisaur or just a Palani. These giving everybody else haste because pretty much everybody else is a dinosaur. However, the opponent usually uses removal on the one Regisaur, the one Palani. They have a leyline binding. Maybe they have 2. Maybe they have removal plus 2 ley lines. If it is 5 color, bring to light, that sort of thing. Very scary stuff. Not nice. But now they can't do anything. If Bedrock Tortoise is part of that package, boom, Ghalta drops everyone and poof, they lose. Doesn't matter, you're not killing anyone. The only way they could get out of that situation is if they had to settle the wreckage, exiling all attacking creatures target player controls. For the most part, it's not very common. Anything else? Well, it doesn't matter what removal you have, what instant speed removal, whether it is that leyline binding, vanishing verse with 5 color, bring to light. I don't like it. For a white and a black exile target monocolored creature, no, I say no to that. At the very least, with the Bedrock Tortoise, even if I just play it itself, it forces the opponent to use resources on their turn. If they have instant speed interaction, they're playing something, then they're killing it. It might force them to, use up more mana than they want to on their turn and potentially just leave me safe on the following one. There you go. The most general, the best sort of general thing, because it helps everybody survive in those painful moments. And if it is some sort of aggro matchup, 4 for a pretty tough thing to start out with in game 1 maybe would just potentially save us. And then the sideboard, as I was doing last night, we got the Pyroclasm, kind of helped in that aggro matchup. The Gruul, I think it was Gruul, and then mono red, and well, it was a little bit painful, but Pyroclasm, there it is. Triumphant Chomp as well. I want to keep trying this for sure. And Pugnacious Hammer Skull, so we bring that in, trim Tyrranax Rex, probably Ghalta, Pugnacious, Chomp, and Pyroclasm, and we're looking a little bit better in that matchup for sure. Probably trim T-Rex and Carnage Tyrant and Ghalta. Of course, the creatures are getting a little bit less, but if the aggro opponent has no creatures, well, I'm going to win eventually. The list, as always, in the description, the link tree to the Discord, which if you like dinosaurs, but you don't even have to play dinosaurs. You could just join a bunch of fantastic people. I don't always talk about Dinosaurs on the Discord. It's just nice to connect with people. A primer as well, if you happen to be new. That is in the description. Lovely, lovely stuff. Ooh, maybe it's going to be a dinosaur mirror match to begin the night. You just never know what you're going to get. Hopefully, everybody's having a good weekend, had a good weekend. This hand could be a little bit better. I would like to see a Sylvan Scrying or an Archdruid's Charm. I think there's a decent chance of getting that or a Commune. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I like seeing 2 Castle Garenbrigs. I don't know. What could this be? A breeding pool to start. And a Llanowar Elves. Okay. Oh, we got Transmogrify, potentially. Turn 3 Transmogrify on the Paradise Druid. I mean, that would be rough. I don't know. Temur mid-range. Ooh, Questing Beast. Oh, okay. Temur Mutate. Red, blue, and green. It's not the worst thing in the world. It is a little bit rough. At the very least, we do have a decently sized creature down. That's going to be pretty sweet. It is interesting, though, the Parcel Beast. I've never really used it before, but it does seem to be quite fantastic. Of course, mutated onto the Paradise Druid has hexproof whenever it's untapped. They can pay 1, look at the top card of their library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. But, ooh, this is, well, it is quite interesting, I must say, seeing the 4th Castle Garenbrig. Yeah, attack with the Tortoise. Might as well. It's a 6/6. Lovely stuff. They chump block with a little thing, but it's 1 less dork that I have to worry about. Although at this point they do have enough ramp to basically do. Oh, okay. Ugin ramp or whatever you want to call it. They're going to get rid of Carnage Tyrant. They have to go -6. That's fine by me because I'm getting rid of Ugin right here, right now. Gotta go. Smoke him. Absolutely. Nope, you don't leave that guy living at all. Potentially I could have hit the opponent, but I had the opportunity to get rid of Ugin. Oh my goodness. I just realized that I wasn't seeing the live control panel on my OBS, my secondary monitor there, but everything seems to be going good, connected properly and all that. Fortunately, I connected to such a deadly thing. Man, they were just like raging. They Ugined and then I played an even bigger thing. Huh. So it's Temur ramp for Ugin. Or something else big. Some Eldrazi could definitely be coming up, those big colorless creatures. Yeah, I don't have to change much of anything, I think. Pugnacious Hammerskull isn't really going to help. They could have a little bit of removal as well, but maybe the Bedrock Tortoise is going to help us with that. I think they mostly focus on their own plan, so I'm just going to focus on my own. No Castle Garenbrig or a Sunken. But that hand should be quite nice. I'll keep the Stomping Ground on top just in case. I'll have 4 lands, basically at the start. Sylvan to grab Castle Garenbrig, and that's going to be making us feel quite a bit better. Hopefully a Sunken at some point. A Sunken next turn. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Archdruid's Charm would be. Oh, okay, yeah, we got a Damping Sphere opponent. That's going to be rough. I guess these. Oh my goodness, pardon me. At the very least, we get Bedrock Tortoise next turn, Regisaur Alpha the turn after that. Finding some way to get rid of Damping Sphere. And now it does have to be Archdruid's Charm. It has been quite some time since an opponent has used that on me. It's never fun to be caught out by it, but I think we'll still get there. We do have plays for the next few turns. And Sylvan Scrying at the very least, grabbing a land, getting us one closer to death and destruction. but Temur Mutate. I never would have guessed. I just have to hope they don't have too many damping spheres in their list. Maybe it's only 2 in the sideboard. There's a pretty reasonable chance if it does go to game 3 that they just won't get it. I'll have it enter tapped. I want to use Sylvan Scrying, absolutely. Get another Castle Garenbrig. Set up for next turn. Might as well keep up the aggression here and try to do a good chunk of damage. Wow, I never in a million years would I guess we would face this. You just get a bunch of lands, it appears. Oh, okay, no, that tends to do the trick. That's not fun. Okay, they cheated out some stuff. It's a bunch of ramp, a bunch of hexproof. Huh. Come to think of it, Pyroclasm would potentially just smoke this opponent out of the water. All those little things that have hexproof and whatnot, if we time the Pyroclasm right, their whole plan would just crumble. It's actually quite exciting now that I think about it. Oh, yes, please. That could be perfect. I think they might just rage quit. It's 3 sources of green. One of those is a sunken. Oh man, they're not going to be feeling good. Now we should go Pyroclasm. I would say just get the Paradise Druid out of the way. Don't ask questions. We got the Castle Garenbrig with that Archdruid's charm. Hopefully that buys us enough time. I'm thinking it should. Of course, everything can change in the blink of an eye, but we'll grab that Castle Garenbrig, we'll see what happens, and potentially kill the opponent next turn if I get a land that enters untapped. We would do that. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding. That damping sphere. Goodness. Maybe I should have saved Archdruid's charm. Well, we'll hope that the damping sphere doesn't dampen our chances too much. At the very least, I was able to play Palani's Hatcher. Okay, yeah. That's not great. Hopefully it's nobody. 2 lands off the auspicious Tyrranax Rex. I don't mind. Hopefully this aggression is enough to really help us get the job done. I think it could. Oh!
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Oh, wow, okay. Phew. I mean, it was a little bit scary. This opponent, they got a Tally Primal Conqueror off of the auspicious Starix, maybe, however you pronounce it. But mutate thing, whenever it mutates, they exile cards from the top of their library until they exile X permanents, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Put those onto the battlefield. They unfortunately got 2 lands, which didn't really help them too much. Maybe they had an Atali Primal Conqueror in their hand, which is good. They got quite a few lands ahead and potentially could have played it on the following turn, but phew. My oh my. Who knows what it's going to be coming up here. Oh. And comparing Bedrock Tortoise, it did just dawn on me one thing I wanted to showcase. Nope, not that one. That's the thumbnail. This one? That one. The Dinosaur Rex. Would that be better in the spot that Bedrock Tortoise is? Yeah, I don't think so. I got enough big, powerful bodies. The thing that Bedrock Tortoise brings to the table is pretty nice, pretty helpful, and that hand is, well, it's a whole lot better. Yeah, we'll send the Tortoise to the bottom. I want to play it a little bit safe and keep all the lands plus Commune, of course, to... Oh, we got mono red Aggro. Somebody's looking to get into Mythic super hardcore. It might as well be the Thornspire Verge. And we'll wait until next turn. See if I draw a Castle Garenbrig for the turn. I could wait a couple turns actually. If I do draw a Castle Garenbrig, that would change what I would want to grab with Commune, and it could make all the difference. Okay. No Castle Garenbrig, unfortunately. We'll go with Vaultborn Tyrant at the very least. I do have that Bedrock Tortoise, which it is nice. I do have another turn 4 play where sometimes I didn't. Is the Bedrock Tortoise going to help enough in this matchup? Hard to say. They're going to be firing on all cylinders, especially with Skewer the Critics and the Monastery Swiftspear playing both, I believe. That's no fun. Okay, so down to 10, but we do have the Bedrock Tortoise next turn as a decently sized blocker. Hopefully they run out of enough gas, but oftentimes that's just not the case. Hey, a big toughness, and possibly trading with any creature that they play. Now they could have enough pump spells that everybody just gets big, and I just realized I did not turn off the Dinosaur Rex. But there it goes. It's pretty straightforward mono red though. You know what's what, you know what will likely happen. Vaultborn Tyrant next turn would be pretty sweet. Oh, no Vaultborn Tyrant unfortunately, and that will do it. But I think it was quite positive. Of course, Pyroclasm coming in hot, good old Pugnacious, and Triumphant Chomp. Trim Ghalta, you know, if we're going to win, it's going to be just playing creatures. I don't think now we exactly need the ability of Ghalta. Maybe Carnage Tyrant. You know what? We'll trim Commune. Keep it like that. Oh boy, watch out. I think Vaultborn Tyrant would have helped quite a bit. We still probably would have been dead, only going up to 5. That's still within a very, very scary range. This hand, very scary for the opponent. Definitely much better than the previous one. Getting to 3 with that Sylvan Scrying, possibly smoking him. You know what? I'll trim the Tortoise. I want to keep Vaultborn Tyrant, the life gain potential and all that. Archdruid's Charm, definitely something I'm excited about. I'm not going to play Pyroclasm on turn 2. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to take out a single Lava Runner there. We'll see if they play a bunch coming up here. Maybe it would be good to go with Pugnacious Hammerskull, but if I can take out 2 creatures, I think I'll do that. Hopefully the Monastery Swiftspear doesn't get too big. Okay, no, this is good. Taking out both? Do I like to take out both? Or do I like the Pugnacious? I'm going to take out both. Let's do it. Hopefully whatever they play doesn't have haste. And and a Sunken. You know what, we'll wait. We're getting to Vaultborn Tyrant next turn, but only because I'm not playing Pugnacious. I may like... Well, it might be nice. It should be nice if Vaultborn Tyrant is down before. They don't have any creatures out at the moment, so I don't have to worry too much about blocking somebody this turn. I guess they do have one with Etching of Commune. Not too bad. Okay, Pyroclasm next turn, maybe. That would be pretty sweet as well. It could be a Sunken. Technically, it should be a Sunken Citadel, just to play it safe. On the off chance I draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, just do that. I can make 8 at the moment. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm left with 1 red for Triumphant Chomp. Good. Very good. Do I want to get rid of the Soulscar Mage or Etching of Commune? Probably Vaultborn Tyrant, just because With Etching of Commune, my stuff is going to die. That's not fun. Exile. It's going to get exiled when it dies, I should say. I think they're going to run out of gas here. I'll bring that up for you guys. If a creature dealt damage this turn by a source they control would die, exile it instead. So I wouldn't get the copy of Vaultborn Tyrant, but now I should. Yeah, they put some counters on it. That's okay. As long as Etching of Commune is not there. Oh boy. You're toast. Yep, you spent 2 red. Okay, good. I got another one. Boom. You're going to quit. You better. Yeah. Even mono red, even though they're at 2 lands, they can still make some pretty fantastic things happen with that. Do I want to block? Well, they're going to... I don't want to block. They probably have something that would put the counters on it. I'm not too worried being at 16. I want to definitely preserve. However, I'm just going to play 2 Pugnacious Hammer Skulls and possibly watch the opponent quit on the spot. Also having Archdruid's Charm, we search for Ghalta coming up here. Oh, well, Pyroclasm wouldn't take out. Yeah, ooh, got him. Good stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm onto something. But it is definitely nice to put the pain towards those aggressive decks. Deadly stuff. They got to be at least a little bit shook. Oh, they're going to be super shook. I'm keeping it perfect. 3 sources of green. One of those sources is a Sunken. We got the Archdruids off of the 3 green to search for Castle Garenbrig, and oh boy. Oh boy. I'll have Stomping Ground. Well, we'll see if I get a Sylvan Scrying. But I'll have Stomping Ground enter untap so we can just kill it. Take it out. Boom. 1 less Monastery Swift Spear. I like it. Sunken Citadel next turn. Kill whatever they've played. Well, maybe not with that thing. The Slick Shot Show Off. That's not fun. If we could potentially take it out next turn, that's going to be nice. I'm going to take the turn off and not go Archdruids. But Slick Shot could possibly be getting to 3 toughness. The Monstrous Rage. Whatchamacallit. Oh, well, this is good. We're taking the Slick Shot out. If we have a Pyroclasm next turn, that's going to be extra deadly. Oh, Pyroclasm. Oh, well, it's not Pyroclasm, but Slick Shot has to go 100%. But it's also kind of nice because I did have a second Sunken. That always enters tapped. I wanted to get the Slick Shot out. Are we dead? And we could be. Yeah, sometimes you still die, but however, Pyroclasm would have saved me in that case. This is on the right track, absolutely. Absolutely. Is Triumphant Chomp the best thing because I'm playing a heavy dinosaur deck? It makes a lot of sense. You could take out somebody big, but really, again, if the main thing is taking out aggro, I don't really need Triumphant Chomp to take out something big from the opponent, just because those type of decks usually feel pretty good already. It's not like I would bring in Triumphant Chomp against a mid-range strategy. I think I mentioned that last night. So the potential of Triumphant Chomp to deal more damage shouldn't really factor in. At least I don't think it should factor in. So something else for red. 1 red to deal 3 damage. Something like that. Yeah. Or just another sweeper. Jeff, Peninsula. I don't think it's going to be aggro. This opponent, as you can see, is in Mythic, so they got to relax. Going to have a nice, easy time. Once you're in the next level up, you can't go down. Oh, never mind. It's mono red snow goblins. I mean, we're not dead. We'll start off with the commercial district. Don't exactly... Well, you know what? We'll keep Tyrranax Rex on top. 2 Tyrranax Rexes could be nice. Or, again, it may not matter. It's an aggressive deck that went first, and well, there you go. Sometimes there's just no winning. Game 1, I should say. It's a little bit unfortunate. No land in the top 5. We should be seeing it here. Oh, absolutely. Got to be Castle Garenbrig for sure, and then hopefully Archdruid's Charm next turn now. Oh, that's very good. All those cards that were sent to the bottom that I didn't grab, none of them were Archdruids, so we're getting really close to one. Very close. 50 cards in, 8 on the bottom, 8 or 9. We're over a quarter of the way through the deck, and I have not seen one of 4 Archdruid's Charms yet. It's happening. It's happening. Pretty much need to see Archdruid's Charm next turn. It's going to be a lot of pain that's about to happen. Yeah, no, we're not going to be surviving that. Well, that's how it goes. We'll bring in what we need to bring in. And I'll think about Triumphant Chomp. Something perhaps other than Triumphant Chomp. If you guys have a good suggestion, I may have tried it before, but chances are I haven't. You know, I'm all ears, absolutely. All right. Now, possibly, the fact that I'm removing a bunch of expensive stuff in Game 2 here versus aggro, I don't need to reach that big critical mass of mana as much. So possibly Sylvan Scrying could be one of the things that I trim. That's definitely going to be it. Yeah, I say we send the Bedrock Tortoise to the bottom. I like the 2 Archdruid's Charms. It is a little bit unfortunate not to see a Triumphant Chomp or Pyroclasm. Maybe I need to have 10 things. 10 pieces of removal for aggro. 12 is whatever. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to smoke him. It's going to get better. There isn't a whole lot that I'm really worried about other than aggro. I solved that, and you know, we're laughing. We could be laughing if we can land Vaultborn Tyrant and the opponent has not played too many painful things. A Charming Scoundrel is not too bad. Okay. I like the looks of this. Should be good. At the very least, we get to 6 next turn, grabbing that Sunken, but if we draw a land that enters untapped, we just play Vaultborn Tyrant and the opponent's plan just crumbles. Oh, Screaming Nemesis. Well, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Nuts. I hate the Screaming Nemesis. It is a good card. Very, very good card. Okay, that's getting there. Do I want Carnage Tyrant? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? Let's play it. We'll take 3 from the Screaming Nemesis. At the very least, we block Charming Scoundrel. We have to take 3 from Screaming Nemesis for a couple turns. Hopefully playing Vaultborn next turn. At the very least, they can't target Carnage Tyrant if they have some sort of removal. Should be okay. Yeah, you can keep looking at it. It's Carnage Tyrant. You can't target it. No blocks. Of course, they could have something at instant speed to ping their own Screaming Nemesis and then deal damage to me, and I wouldn't be able to gain life. So hopefully they spend a decent amount. Hopefully they don't have anything that can do that, and I can gain at least a little bit of life with Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh, that's not good. Fanatical Firebrand 100% is going to be potentially pinging. I'm just going to play Bedrock Tortoise at this point, and we'll hope for the best. With the Bedrock Tortoise, we should be safe next turn. if I attack with Carnage Tyrant, which I'm definitely going to do. Yeah, I'm quite excited. Yeah, you also can't target the tortoise. You can let me go anytime now. It's time to attack. Eventually. Now, hopefully, the Fanatical Firebrand attacks. It would be nice if I could play Vaultborn. With the Firebrands tapped, I don't have to worry about the potential of the opponent pinging their Nemesis and doing its ability. Gaining a bit of life would be fun. I'll take 3 all day, any day. Two Firebrands. That's never fun. Never ever. Alright, another tortoise it is. They are probably dead, unfortunately. At this point. They got a block with a few things, though. They'll keep at least one Firebrand alive, just potentially to ping the Nemesis, I think. Okay, that's alright. Do what you gotta do. Guess it wouldn't have made sense to block Carnage Tyrant, but oh well. I wonder how aggressive they're gonna get here. We take 3 from the Nemesis, and Bedrock Tortoise would block fear of missing out. They don't quite have it yet. They will continue to chip away. Carnage Tyrant could possibly win us the game, depending how they block next turn. I use Archdruids to power it up, take out somebody, and enough damage will continue on through. I like that. Okay, just 4. That's not too bad. I think that's going to be it. We go down to 2. But they can only deal 1 to me with the Firebrand. Fire Cannon Blast, they were going to ping the Screaming Nemesis for 6 and then deal 6 to me. That's not fun. That's okay. We'll see how they block. We're not dead quite yet. Let's not get too excited. We'll definitely attack with the Bedrock Tortoise and Carnage Tyrant and maybe surprise them. Oh boy. They must know we got something up our sleeve. They gotta be a little scared. Oh, here goes nothing. Oh boy. What's it gonna be? Eventually. Gotta figure it out. Oh, you locked it in. Nuts. Let's get him. Poof.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
There you go. At least we took him down 1 game. You're dead. Quit now. Oh, perfect. Hopefully we don't see that dastardly Screaming Nemesis. That's no fun. Exile-based removal, which could be a thing, you know. It gets around the Death trigger. Well, no, it doesn't get around the death trigger. It's dealt damage, and we'll see. But Screaming Nemesis is not super common, so I'm just happy to not see it much. It is a little bit tricky. It's kind of like Phyrexian Obliterator. For 4 black, a 5/5 trample, whenever it's dealt damage, target player sacrifices permanents equal to the damage dealt to it. That's never fun. Could this hand be better? Potentially. It could be worse. We have a Source of Red, Pyroclasm, or Triumphant Chomp potentially coming up. At least I do have the Sylvan Scrying. We're going to be searching for a Sunken, maybe. Of course, if they play something nasty, maybe not. Well, that's not too scary. Oh, well, never mind. I'll just get the Sunken down. If we land a Vaultborn Tyrant on turn 4, which we're on track to do, oh, man. I would feel pretty nice about our position. If they just don't have a Screaming Nemesis for a while, whew, that could be deadly. And we're only down to 17. That's not too bad. I hope. Right. Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. Don't play Screaming Nemesis. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Cross your fingers. Cross your claws. I'm going to need a lot of... No Screaming Nemesis. Come on. Just at least wait 1 turn. Just 1 turn. That's all I ask. Hopefully we're not hit with... Oh, you got... Are you... Come on. Come on. There's a reason Screaming Nemesis is as expensive as it is. At the very least, you know, I'm gaining 3 life, and then they'll ping Screaming Nemesis next turn. 100%. Is the Vaultborn Tyrant going to be enough to stabilize? We could still drop him if we do Ghalta. Cut, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. All might be well with me, depending. Okay, this is good. If we see Ghalta at some point, we're good. We're good. We're looking good. It's going pretty good tonight. It does look rough for sure, but at least the Vaultborn is out. If they can't ping the Screaming Nemesis this turn, things will start to get away from them. They're going to ping it for 1 or 2 and stop me from gaining life. They have to. That is the thing that they have to do. Seven, 8. I can play Regisaur Alpha and Pugnacious Hammerskull next turn, potentially gaining a boatload of life if they haven't stopped me from doing so with the Nemesis. I would gain 6, and oh, all I ask is 1 turn. 1 turn. Okay, we'll take out Inti and we'll hope for the best. They'll do the Fire Cannon Blast, the darn nonsense shenanigans. Oh, Bonehorde Dracosaur. Ooh, that is rough. However, hopefully this is also quite rough. Palani's Hatcher, yeah, just a bunch of bodies. Now Palani's Hatcher is very nice because I used the 1 dinosaur egg that I didn't hatch to block the Nemesis, don't take any damage, and I don't ping it. And being back up to 12 does make me feel quite positive indeed. Might as well attack with the 2 things that the Bonehorde Dracosaur can't take out, and hopefully we're safe enough. I like playing a 3 for a 6/6, gain 3 life, haste, draw a card, which is what Pugnacious Hammerskull was. Now, will they be able to get me this turn? Maybe. I think we could be safe, perhaps. It's hard to say. They basically only have 1 more turn left. Would be pretty cool to play 6, 7, 8. Would have been cool to go Palani's and Regisaur next turn, but I'm only able to make 8, unfortunately. They got to be a little bit worried. For sure. Maybe Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, possibly. Getting the job done. You never know. Maybe the Firebrand to ping the egg, which is going to block the Nemesis. That's what they should do. Perhaps what they should have done. Oh, very bulky red. Very, very scary stuff. Now they can deal 5 damage to the Screaming Nemesis. It would kill him and then trigger its ability. And oh, okay, well, that's no fun. Okay, not that yet. Oh, I am. Oh, this garbage, nonsense, stupid deck. Bunch of BS. Close, but no cigar. Yeah, you got Screaming Nemesis and you ping it, and then you kill me. Nuts. Well, maybe it's not going to be something aggressive or aggressive-ish next. Where's that Azorius control? This bonkers. Yeah, I'll get some exile base removal if I have to, but again, close. It's not like that was a complete blowout. Oftentimes it's, aggro, sometimes it is a blowout, but I made them work for it. I always try to make the opponent work for it. Yeah, Palani's to the bottom. Just in case, we don't get to the 5th land. At the moment, I could play Bedrock Tortoise on turn 4. Oh. Did I just play Catin? Botanical Sanctum. Is this also Mutate? Huh. That'd be wacky. Oh, Simic mid-range. Never would have guessed that. Simic mid-range. Oh, there we go. Castle Garenbrig. Lovely, lovely stuff. Carnage Tyrant next turn would be nice, but at least there's a Bedrock Tortoise, which is hopefully going to help against the Steel Leaf champion. Simic mid-range. Never in a million years. Yeah, we have the Forest in hand. We're going to be making 7 next turn, and at least we got a big body. As long as they can't target Bedrock Tortoise. Actually, I can't block Steel Leaf champion. Taking 10, that's rough. Bedrock Tortoise technically doesn't have it. Oh, what the hell is this garbage? Aspect of Hydra? Okay. A mono green Stompy ramp. Alright. Okay. Didn't matter. If I blocked one of them, I still would have been taking 15. Huh. Well, I guess I'll bring in the Pugnacious Hammerskull because this opponent is doing nothing to me. They're focusing on their own silly game plan. A lot of crazy stuff tonight, that's for sure. It's the night of mostly uncommon things. Oh well. That's not going to do it. That definitely could. Yeah, I'll send one Vaultborn to the bottom. Play it safe by keeping both of the Archdruid's charms there. If we're going to win, it's with a hand like... Oh, and Ghalta to boot. Well, this is getting extra nice. At the very least, I will reach 7 on turn 4. Vaultborn Tyrant hopefully is enough to stop that garbage. Yeah, Simic Stompy. Oh boy. Now with Castle Garenbrig, things actually have gotten quite a bit interesting. Would they have a counterspell? Possibly. Possibly. I think we should have a good chance. Now with the Castle Garenbrig, I reach 8 on turn 4, and I just hope I draw some other big body. Crossing my fingers. There's a very good chance I should be drawing some creature for the turn. Really? Really? You give me another Castle Garenbrig? Oh, well. At least we got 2 big bodies. Archdruid's Charm finding something, killing somebody next turn. Play Pugnacious plus Archdruid's Charm for sure. Hope we don't die to the nonsense that we did in the first game. At least they probably won't be attacking into that. Yeah, what you gonna do now? Gonna attack? Gonna stare at all the big power? Just a lot of little creatures. Now I'm thinking I want to go Pugnacious. You know what? We're going to go Pugnacious. And we still have 3 left over, come to think of it. So it's extra good. I tap 3 to make the 6 to play both of them. Can't play Tyrranax Rex. Actually, I could. Couldn't I? No, I couldn't. Oh, another Pugnacious to boot. I'm still going to keep the Archdruid's Charm there, and then we're going to see what they do to my stuff. They have to be a little bit scared. It would take a whole lot to get rid of Ghalta, which I could save Ghalta if I use Archdruids to take out a Lovestruck Beast, if that's what they choose. I guess I could have taken him out with Archdruid. I was flabbergasted they didn't block with more stuff. We're still going to get the job done. We should. Was just a little bit scary. Maybe they're going to pump somebody up. Huh. With that aspect of Hydra. Oh, okay, never mind. It didn't matter. I mean, I'm almost tempted to bring in Pyroclasm to take out the dorks, all the little things. You know what? Let's do a Pyroclasm. Nah, we're not doing Pyroclasm. Alright, we know what the opponent is doing, what their plan is, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. I think their devotion to green was 10. Pretty sure, because the one Steel Leaf champion got to 15 power. Whew. Okay, that's definitely better. The first hand, it did have a Sunken Citadel, but this one technically has a Sunken, 2 Sunkens and a Castle Garenbrig. I mean, I would like to keep Regisaur Alpha, but we'll play it safer, keeping the stuff that gets lands. Fortunately, they didn't have a Mana Dork turn 1, which is always very nice. Yeah, Palani's to the bottom. And we got the Regisaur Alpha there, which is certainly quite nice. I would have felt pain if I had sent Sylvan Scrying to the bottom and then just drawn another Regisaur and then Palani's. Oh, never pretty. I think we do have the opportunity to go a touch slower, playing Sunken on turn 3 plus Sylvan Scrying, because if I had grabbed Castle Garenbrig, I would have skipped over the second Sylvan that I had. Oh, another Sunken. That is, I mean, it's certainly interesting, to say the least. We'll grab a Castle Garenbrig at this point and hope that Carnage Tyrant is enough to help us survive. At the very least, I do have a big body, but somebody could be about to just get absolutely massive. If I can scare him away from attacking, the Archdruid's Charm might save us. But that whatchamacallit, the aspect of Hydra, that's gonna suck right about now, I think. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, we'll go with that. And I mean, I should be dead. Probably. They're going to make Lair of the Hydra into a creature, and then that's just going to be it. Oh well. This is interesting. I'm pretty sure they have that aspect of Hydra. Oh, they don't? Okay, no. I'm safe for another turn. Phew. Okay. Maybe Ghalta next turn to kill him. I can make 8. Might as well use 1 for Commune to grab Ghalta, perhaps. Well, it's not Ghalta, but I'll grab a Palani's Hatcher and get this Vaultborn Tyrant down to stabilize. 2 big bodies they may have just lost. They could have won. All they had to do was make Lair of the Hydra into a creature. I'm not attacking because I'm at 8. That is a scary range to be at. Eventually I'm going to get Ghalta. Just send a bunch to the bottom, 4 cards to the bottom with that Commune. I'm over a third of the way through, and we don't have a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant yet, so she's coming up right around the corner. What do I want to press? Maybe the second page here.
Don't push it. Don't push it, I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Oh, a forest as well. We could see the queen right here. Boom, kill him, get him. Revenge. Oh, we got revenge. Dead. Done. Or they have a count. Oh, okay. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself because it is Simic mid-range. I thought they could have a counter spell. They could have stopped Ghalta potentially, but I think that would have still just delayed the inevitable. I love it when I'm in. Maybe they can prevent combat damage, but still they wouldn't be able to kill me next turn. If I attack with everybody and with all the life I gain, we're still going to be safe. Leave the dinosaur egg behind. I could have used it to send a message. Phew. I'm glad they missed that. Ooh, oh man. Lovely, lovely stuff. Huh. Alrighty. I think the aggro matchup, even though it happened a couple times tonight, and a lot of funny stuff, it has gotten better. Of course, it is a very small sample size tonight using the Bedrock Tortoise, but I don't know. It's not like it's super necessary. I'm definitely excited. And tomorrow, today, it is 12:07, midnight, my time. So technically it is today, and everything could change, at least for me and many other dinosaur enjoyers. We might be getting that dinosaur lord, and maybe it's going to do something else for dinosaurs. It gives them +1/+1. Maybe it'll be big. Maybe it'll cost 4. I'm pretty sure it's going to cost 4, but as I've liked doing the past couple nights, talking about card choices, various things, potentially the theme of the night. Don't forget, if you haven't already, take a big bite out of that like button. However, I have to show you basically the worst lord of the game for a particular creature type. You gotta admit, let's compare the dinosaur we're gonna get. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. It's gonna be a lot cheaper than this. I could see 5. I would be fine with 5, but if it costs 4, whew, my oh my. Man, we're getting spoiled. There are so many lords that cost 2, that cost 3. I think it's high time that dinosaurs got a lord that buffs everybody. It's going to push them over the edge, at least I think. I've said a lot of things will push dinos over the edge, but something that makes those tokens for power, the Palani's Hatcher and Regisaur Alpha to trigger Vaultborn, lovely. It's already a lot of creatures in one. So you gain the extra value, super value, with Palani's. You know, the 3-in-1, Regisaur, 2-in-1. Oh boy, boy, oh boy. The best general thing to start out with, which is kind of what Bedrock Tortoise is tonight, the general thing to help out against various removal, which most decks have. You know, it's pretty straightforward and easy sell for sure, and a decent sized creature. But yeah, it's... Watch the dino we get cost 6. Hopefully it's mono green at the very least. I would be okay if the thing they print costs 6 and it's very big and it does a bunch of stuff, because I can make, you know, the mana for it on turn 4. 7 would be rough, but yeah, if it costs 6, that's okay. People are going to write it off. They're not going to play it seriously, which is good, which means I would get to surprise opponents that think, oh, that's unplayable. Never going to make a splash. No. I'm going to make a splash when I devastate and wreck opponents. Even worse. But, alright, I'm glad I persevered against that Simic mid-range. We'll leave it there for tonight, or this morning. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you slept well, and hopefully the ride to work is good and not much traffic. Hopefully the roads are nice. It hasn't started snowing again, so that's good. I should be able to get away nicely tomorrow morning. Okay. Peace. Have a good one. Oh, and have a good rest of your time zone, and wherever it is, whenever it is, and all that jazz.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic. This is,
Ruthless aggression.
What do you mean you've seen this? It's brand new.